Okay, today we're going to start on your PBL. So we're going to be comparing the vaccines Moderna and Pfizer. So we're going to create a website for people to make that comparison. First thing you're going to do, go over here on the left and we're going to choose a pen. Okay, so a new pen. So we're going to take this one and we're going to start off and we're going to call it Vaccine PBL. And we're going to do opening page. That's the first thing. Okay, I'm going to hit save. Remember that this CodePen does not save automatically. So even though it says autosave enabled, but it doesn't. So what we want to do is make sure that you're saving early and saving often. So I'm going to take this JavaScript and I'm going to pull it down. Okay. And then we're actually not going to use the CSS today. So this is going to be all HTML. Your first line, so we're just going to create the basic framework, and then I'm going to show you how to style it next week, okay? So the basic framework is that we're going to have a body. We're going to open it up with that. And the next one is going to be a section. We're going to add all of the IDs and everything next week. Okay, so this is just going to be basic HTML. So just kind of creating a skeleton for everything. The next one is going to be division, DIV. Okay, and we're not including any classes or any IDs, nothing yet. So we're going to style it all next week. So the first division, the first section is going to be the Pfizer section. Okay, we're going to create one box that's going to say Pfizer. So the first thing is going to be, we're going to include here ID equals, and this is going to be Pfizer, Pfizer. Okay. Now this ID refers to section in CSS that we'll style later, but don't worry about it yet. Okay, so this is just kind of a note for myself that I'm working on the Pfizer section. So the first, so this is going to be a box that says Pfizer. So then I'm going to talk about the first band on the box. Okay, this is going to be DIV, the next division. Okay, and then I'm going to put Pfizer, and this is going to be the first text that shows up, should be over there. Okay, so you see it actually show up right here. Okay, and then I'm going to close this DIV, okay, division. Okay, and then I'm going to do an H2, heading 2. Okay, heading 2 is going to say the Pfizer efficacy, which is 95% effective. You guys are learning all about what that means and how many people, how efficacy is gauged and all that stuff. So it's going to say 95% effective. Okay. Then we're going to add a button. Okay, so it's going to be BUTT button, like that. And then we're going to say, this is going to be the text that shows up. It's going to be click to learn more. Okay. So you see that button show up. Okay, which is great. And then we're going to go like this, button, like that. Okay. And that makes our button right there. Okay, so if I move this over, you can see all of our divisions. So we have our first section, which is Pfizer. The first division has an H2 underneath. Click to learn more, and then we're going to close the division. Okay, so it's going to be like this, DIV. Excuse me. We're closing the division tag like that. Okay, so this one closes this one. Okay, this one closes this one. This one closes this one. This button, opening tag, closing tag. So everything has an opener, everything has a closer. Okay. The next section is going to be, right, I'm going to do 2 breaks. We're going to do a new division. It's going to look really crazy today. It's going to look like very basic website, but that's all right. Okay, we're going to go ID. Okay, remember this is internal. This ID is going to be Moderna, lowercase, all lowercase. Okay, and then next time we meet, we're going to style all this, meaning making it look cool. This is going to be Div, division. Okay, we're creating a new division inside of that, and we're going to call it Moderna. And then we're going to close that division like that. Okay, so we see it underneath. And again, it's going to look terrible right now, which is fine. We're just kind of fleshing it out and putting all the pieces that we are interested in. H2, we're going to say this one is 94%, no, 94.1% effective. I just got these figures off of Google. If you guys have better information, this is from the CDC website. So, okay, 94.1% effective. The next one is going to be button. Okay. And then we're going to go click to learn more. Okay. And then close that button tag like that. Okay. We're going to close that division. Oops. Close that division. There we go. Okay. So again, we have this division opening and this division closing. Okay. Remember that this division opens, this division closes. This is your H2 tag, the heading 2. Here's your button open and your button close. Okay. And so at this point, we need to close our section tag from up here. Okay. Well, we're going to close that guy. So this is going to be closing the section tag. And then we're going to close the body tag. Okay. And you see that everything has an opening, everything has a closing. So open the section all the way to here, and then open the body and closing it down here. Okay. And this is all we're doing for today. So make sure that you hit that save right there. So that's everything right there. Okay. Next time we meet, we're going to wind up with something more interesting. This is going to be what we're gonna wind up with. So this is all the code that you guys just did, but we're gonna add the CSS. The CSS is what makes it look like a website and not just kind of like real basic. All right, thank you guys so much.